Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today we got a pretty cool one for you. The Panorama HD cable for the original Xbox from Hyperkin. Now, what makes this product, in my opinion, unique? I haven't tried this yet. We're going to test it out. But what makes this kind of unique and cool to me is that this is an officially licensed product. Who would have thought an officially licensed product for the original Xbox in this day and age? But Hyperkin seems to have a pretty good relationship with Microsoft. You know, they put out the Duke, the re-release of the Duke for the Xbox One, tons of other controllers and, you know, little accessories and whatnot. I think that's pretty sweet that they're, you know, having such a good relationship and partnership with Microsoft on these things. So this is what we're looking at today. I'm definitely excited to try it out. So Hyperkin, if you're familiar with my channel, you know Hyperkin. We've reviewed so many different products from them. We checked out the Retron 77 fairly recently, the Superboy SFC, the Superboy S, the Super Retron HD, the Retron HD, and tons of just cool little controllers. The Scout, the Cadet, and I think those two controllers, the Scout and Cadet for the Super Nintendo and the NES, are the damn best third-party controllers out there for the system. That's my opinion. I've said that plenty of times before. Those controllers are legit. So pretty cool that they put this out and we get to check it out today. It's really interesting that they're getting into this retro market. You know, obviously they've always been in the retro market, but supporting the retro consoles more so now than they used to. Not only this product, but they also have this one, which we'll look at in another video. This one's for the Dreamcast. Definitely excited to peep that one out as well. And then they do have a AV booster for the TurboGrafx 16, which just amazes me that, you know, a company would be doing stuff like this. But today, this is what we're peeping out. So just to give you the information from the box, pretty much what they have listed here: Hyperkin's Panorama HD cable for the original Xbox lets you conveniently play your favorite original Xbox titles on your HD TV. Ditch your composite AV cable and experience Xbox gaming up to 1080i, depending on game compatibility, obviously, right? Along with crisp HD audio. This officially Xbox licensed cable is 7 feet in length and allows for the best placement in your gaming area, suitable for family game night or parties. So that blows my mind that this is an officially licensed product. So let's go ahead and open her up and see what comes in this box. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be anything crazy in here, just the cable, right? This is the first time taking it out of the box, and going to be the first time I've used this. So yeah, there's nothing else in there. I mean, it's just a cable, just plug and play. I mean, why would you need a manual or anything, right? So no other materials in this this one here. So here is the box. We have you know, with cables like this that other companies have been doing, it's pretty similar. You'll have that little box there with your port to the system and then your HDMI cable. So pretty cool stuff. We're going to be using this Xbox today to test out a couple games and see what kind of quality we get out of this thing. So just simply plugs into the back of your Xbox. Just want to make sure it's a good fit, not that it's loose or anything. It's a little snug. It's not going anywhere. You do got to put a little pressure to get it in there. Not much, just I had to point that out. It is a nice, fairly snug fit, so that's a good thing in my opinion. So let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in and peep out some gameplay. Let's do it! Alright guys, so the first game I wanted to test and check out is Burnout Revenge. Why? Just because this game is flippin' awesome. I originally had it on the PS2, and this game was amazeballs. I was so addicted to it, and replaying it again for this video, I was hooked. I wound up playing this for way too long, guys, but this game, pretty darn sweet, but that's not what we're here to talk about. the visuals. So I'm going to give you a little comparison in a moment here to some other visuals of this game, just so you can get an idea. But with these cables so far from my testing, I'm not running across any issues. Now, I've tested other cables before that were similar to this, and I have 2 Xboxes in my possession right now. Both of them are modded, and one of them wouldn't work with the other cables, the other HDMI cables. Kind of sucked, right? But on my testing with these Hyperkin cables, they work perfectly fine on both of my consoles. So I'm not 100% what the reason is for that, but it works on both consoles that I had, and they're like I said, 2 separate modded Xbox systems, so that's definitely a good thing. The visuals here are looking a lot crisper and cleaner than just playing this via AV, obviously. But the one thing you do have to note with any cable of this kind, or even if you're using just component, you do have to make sure you go into your settings on the Xbox and enable all of the different output options. My initial, starting to play this game, for some reason my Xbox reset the visual settings that I had, the output settings, so it wasn't forcing what this game does. And this game does 480p. Normally it's 480i that I was getting because I didn't have it enabled. I don't, whatever reason it reset. And 480i just didn't look that great. But this cable does support any game that, whatever output options the game supports, this cable will support, as long as you have that setting enabled. So just something to note, because some people can come across these issues and wonder, well, it's not really doing anything. I'm not getting better visuals. Make sure those settings are set. So let's switch over and take a look at a different way to output this game, or this system in particular, just so you can get an idea. Okay, so next up, the same game, just so you can have a nice little comparison. We are playing this through composite, but not just straight composite. We are using the RetroTink 2X, which is an amazing product. And I've talked about it quite a bit on this channel. And using AV through the RetroTink on the Xbox might be fine for some people. It is a $100 device, and it is pretty sweet. But playing this at 480 through the RetroTink, it's, you're getting the best you can get with composite on this system. It's very blurry, it's a little bit of a muddy mess. For some people, it might be alright. RetroTink is definitely a sweet thing to have and use for your composite or component S-video, but your results are going to be better on, older systems, Super Nintendo, NES, stuff like that, through composite anyway. Composite just, no matter what you do to it, your results aren't going to be as amazing as you would hope. But that device definitely, I think, is more geared towards using component. But I did want to give you this kind of an idea, because this is actually better looking than what it would look like through just straight AV by itself. And it's just night and day. It's really night and day between the 2 cables here, the 2 options, using the Hyperkin Panorama HD cables and this option. Obviously, the HD cables are going to win. A lot of us are looking for ways to play our retro systems on our modern TVs, and I'm definitely appreciative of these companies who are doing these kind of things. And it's pretty sweet to see Hyperkin getting into that business as well. So this one's one to peep out if you're interested, in my opinion anyway. The selling point to me is it being officially licensed by Xbox. Sure, it's not a Microsoft product, but I don't really see Microsoft wanting to put out their own products at this time for the original Xbox. So hey, pretty cool that Hyperkin has that licensing with them to do these kind of things. So pretty damn sweet. If you are interested in these, I'll put a link in the description so you can peep it out. They should also be available at like your local retro gaming stores, so you might want to check locally as well. But definitely I'll have some links so you can check it out if you want to order online. Really cool stuff. Can't wait to check out those Dreamcast cables, guys. So look forward to that video as well. So I really do appreciate you guys stopping in, watching, hanging out with me for a few moments to see this in action, you know, to see what we get here. So smash that like button. Really would appreciate it. Make love to that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, follow me on Twitter at Madlittlepixel. We got tons of stuff going on over there. We are doing a giveaway for a PlayStation Classic as well. Check out my pinned tweet for more information on how to enter that. Got a couple more weeks, or a little less than a couple weeks to enter, so hey, if you're into Twitter, why not check it out? So thank you guys, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom!